All right, well, good evening, everyone. I'm Bette McCarthy. I'm the chair of the Old Kings Highway, the Barnstable Old Kings Highway Historic District. And I'd like to call the meeting to order. This meeting of the Old Kings Highway Historic District Committee is being recorded and broadcast on the Town of Barnstable Government Access Channel. In accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 20, the chair must inquire whether anyone else is recording the meeting, and if so, they have to let their presence be known. All right, I guess we're all right there. So to all persons deemed interested or affected by the Town of Barnstable Old Kings Highway Historic District Act under Section 9 of Chapter 470, Acts of 1973 as amended, you are here notified that a hearing will be held tonight on applications listed on the agenda for February 14th, 2024. We'd like to remind all applicants and audience members that we are elected volunteer committee following the guidelines of the Town of Barnstable Old Kings Highway Historic District Act. And any applicant or interested party who's aggrieved by any of the decisions of this committee, they have a right to appeal the decision with the Old Kings Highway Regional Historic Commission. We ask that during this evening's proceedings, all cell phones be turned off and conversations other than those before the committee take place outside of this remote meeting. When an applicant is called, we ask that the applicant and all interested parties identify themselves. And lastly, as best practices for meetings that are held remotely, where we may not be able to visually identify who's speaking, we ask that all committee members and participants to identify themselves before making any motion or comments. Online audience members wishing to participate during this public comment section of the hearing can use the raised hand button to notify the chair. Dial-in audience members wishing to participate during the public comment section of the hearing should press *9 on their phones to notify the chair. All participants will be muted and you must be recognized by the chair in order to participate. So our first order of business tonight will be to take roll call attendance. So the first will be George Jessup, Leslie Wallace.
Here.
Ryan Caholen.
Here.
Wendy Schuck.
Here.
And Bette McCarthy. So our first item is for Courtney and Nicholas Johnson, 3915 Main Street, Barnstable, map 335, parcel 051, built in 1950, to demo and rebuild the existing barn as a family apartment. So now we need a motion to open a public hearing for this application.
This is Wendy Schuck, and I move to open the public hearing.
Ryan Caholen, I'll second.
And a roll call vote. Leslie Wallace.
Aye.
Ryan Caholen.
Aye.
Wendy Schuck.
Aye.
And Bette McCarthy. Aye. So we now would like the applicant to discuss their project.
Hi, Bette. This is Kevin Warner from Fine Line Design. And I'll be speaking for the owner, Courtney Johnson, who's also on the call if we need to ask her questions. This is a barn that is behind the the house, which is actually on Main Street, Old Kings Highway, and it is a nice little Greek revival. The residence is a nice little Greek revival that they've renovated, and the existing barn, they wish to rebuild it, knock it down, and rebuild it in much the same fashion with materials that would match the existing residence, which has been pleasantly remodeled. And so the side wall would be white cedars, the trim would be white, the asphalt roof shingles that would match the existing residence, and the windows of the existing residence are black double hungs, and we would want to match that feature here as well. And then maybe we add a cupola to break up the roof line, and I think they want to use this as a family apartment, and so we have window and door arrangement to satisfy that floor plan arrangement. And other than that, I'll take questions.
All right. Would committee members like to discuss the application? Wendy?
Yeah, so a couple questions. So is there a plot plan so we can see where this is gonna go on the property?
There is a satellite view. Thank you, Erica. And we're going to put it exactly where the old barn is.
Okay. So I guess I was a little surprised to see that the new structure looks a lot like the old structure. I kind of thought that I don't know why, that it would look maybe more like the house. So can you tell us like the orientation? So on the drawings, like what would be facing 6A, what would be facing Bayberry?
Okay, the gable, as you see it there, the north elevation is facing Main Street.
Okay,
The east elevation faces into the yard. You'd have to scroll down, yeah. We have one more elevation, and that would be the Bayberry side with the beadboard storm door. So the front of this structure really faces Bayberry with a secondary door arrangement that enters onto the garden.
okay. And then you're tearing down the old structure just because it can't be remodeled into what you want cost effectively, or?
Yeah, yes, it is. Structurally, it needs help, and this is more like a residence. So it's going to need heat, and just seems like be easier to actually put a real foundation, and then build from there.
Okay. And what about the chimney? What's the material on there?
That's right now, it's a framed chimney. So that's framed, and then sidewall shingles and white trim.
Right. I mean, I prefer to see brick there than that framed. Yeah, I don't know. It's a long structure. I don't know. I'll pass on to the next committee member. I'm still thinking.
And
Okay.
keep in mind, Wendy, that what you'll see from from the Old Kings Highway is just the.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep, just the side with the two windows, right?
right?
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. All right. Well, Brian, do you have some comments to make regarding the proposed building?
I think it's in the same footprint. I enjoy the design. I think it's appropriate.
Okay. Leslie, what are your comments?
I'm with Wendy. I would prefer a brick chimney. I love the cupola. And I don't mind how it's situated, but is there going to be a driveway off, is it Bayberry, to get into this structure? Or
Yes,
is it going to be
behind,
that main road?
behind, Leslie, on the south side of of the building. Right now, the main, parking area for the residents is right before the barn.
Yeah, in front of it, yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to remain parking for the residents. And then there'll be a parking area on the south side of the barn, off of Bayberry.
And is there gonna be a, driveway to get in? Or it's going to be the original coming off Main Street?
Well, that original off of Main Street will remain for the residents, and there will be really just there's not even a curb there. I would say a curb cut.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I didn't see that. I see it can come in that way and
Yes,
down.
up
Okay,
Bayberry.
yeah, that's
Yep.
good. Okay. Well, I think it is appropriate and I have no the only thing is, I think it would look better with the brick.
Would
And more historic.
would brick veneer suffice? I mean, we really don't want to get into the expense of a masonry
Yeah,
chimney, but
yeah.
we could do brick veneer or stone veneer that would.
What's on the house? The main house off.
Courtney, can you answer that question?
Yeah, the main house is brick. There's a brick chimney in the main house.
Yeah, well, something that matches, hi Courtney, something that matches that.
Okay.
It's so far back. I mean, you'd have to get up on the roof and, check it out to see if it's real or whatever. So I can live with the faux brick. I do like the cupola and it breaks it up. That's cute. Yeah. Okay, I'm
Okay.
through.
Thanks, Leslie. I concur with all of the, this is Bette McCarthy, all of the comments that have been made. The side facing Bayberry, though, I do agree with Wendy that there's large expanse of just plain wood, and I wondered if you could put two windows instead of just two single windows, two windows
Yeah,
on each one. So there would be
Yeah.
4 windows altogether in the front. It would just be, it would balance it better. There just seems to be too much wood and the design would be, I think it would be much better that way. Is that a possibility of doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking from the inside out, the floor plan could accept 2 additional windows there. I would separate them. I think I wouldn't put them together. But have an additional window on either
Windows
side.
there?
yeah,
Yeah.
Make it
Yep.
symmetrical.
Yep.
that would look
Yeah.
good. Mhm.
I think that would be a major improvement.
Yeah.
And I also agree with the brick veneer for the chimney, so. Is the owner willing to, put 2 additional windows in there?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Good. But could I ask one other question? Could we go back to the aerial view? So did you say there's going to be additional parking on the south side of the building, or is the driveway going to kind of remain the same?
The driveway will, as it is now, will remain the same because it's used by the residents.
Yeah.
And then additional parking would be off of Bayberry, which is completely flat and almost without tree on the south side of the barn. No, down lower. There it is, Erica. Thank you.
Oh. So parking down, so where do they access that from? I feel like I need a plot plan for this.
From Bayberry, I mean, you see the blue is the property border, and
Yep.
the side street is Bayberry, and there will be room for really just driving off off of Bayberry into the rear of the building.
So
So
you're not,
you
you're
would
not-
have a driveway there to access that. That's what I was asking.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I think there's a driveway there today, though, right?
There is one there now.
In the back of the barn, I don't think there is.
Oh,
No, no,
it's in the
off
front.
Bayberry, in
Yeah.
between the house and the barn now.
Right, but
Yeah.
I think he said he's gonna put parking behind the barn and access it from
Okay.
Bayberry there.
You'd have to go on the lawn to get to the back of it unless you put a little dry easeway there and parking. That's how you get to it. I mean, I don't know how else you'd get to it in the back.
yeah. I mean, it's completely flat without a curb, so you could drive off of Bayberry right all the way to the building perimeter. So, but they just need to, if they're going to have it as a family apartment, probably need at least one more parking space.
Yeah. And what, is there a door that if there's a parking in the back there? Is there a door? I can't remember. So you could access it from the back?
Yes,
Yeah,
There are doors on each long section, so you wouldn't access it
oh,
from the back,
yeah,
because
yeah,
that's where the fireplace is,
yeah,
Leslie.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but that's a side view, not the back view.
Yeah, the back view is just gable.
Right there, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can walk around, I suppose.
Yeah,
Good exercise.
but that would have to be approved part of the plan, right? If you're gonna put another egress in off of Bayberry, doesn't that have to be approved, like by the building inspector and stuff, or the zoning, or? I don't know, I feel like I need a plot plan here. I love the addition of the windows. I have no problem with that, but I'd kind of like to see what the site plan is gonna look like. You know, just so I understand like how that driveway is gonna, I just like to understand what I'm approving here. But I like the design of the house. I like the addition. I like the brick. I don't have any issue with that, but personally, I'd like to see a plot plan.
this is bad. Is the new, building going to, be in the same footprint, or is it going to be enlarged? If it's in the same footprint, I'm not sure. We would need that.
Right, but I'm just thinking about that kind of new egress driveway on the back of the barn, you know.
Yeah, well, I think if you want to visualize it from from the satellite, it's a natural, I think they access all of the parking there is now between the barn. And you can see that there is a driveway
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
comes down
Yeah.
off of Main Street, but there's
So
also.
it would kind of look the same as that upper little driveway, but behind it. Is that what?
Right, correct.
Okay,
And I
okay.
think
Well-
it's all natural. I think it's
Yeah.
not any big, and we're not intended to be asphalt or
Yeah, yeah.
anything that's
okay.
too formal.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Have we concluded all of the comments by the committee then?
Can I just
I guess-
verify the modifications, Beth? So we're gonna add the two windows on the east facing side. No, yes.
The
east-
west.
West,
West
side,
facing side, okay, west, sorry, and then the brick veneer on the chimney, right?
right.
Okay, that was everything, right, that we agreed to?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. I'm good.
Our Erica, do we have anybody in the public wishing to make comments regarding this?
Sure, this is Erica Brown. I don't see anyone wishing to speak to this item at this time.
Okay, so then we can have a motion to close the public hearing.
Sure, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to close the public hearing.
And we need
Second,
a
Leslie Wallace.
thank you and a roll call vote. Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Ryan Cohen,
Aye.
Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
and Beth McCarthy, aye. So now we need a motion to approve the application.
Okay, this is Wendy Shuck.
Point of
Any-
order real quick, Wendy. We
Yeah.
need two
Oh,
motions.
the demolition, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
okay,
two
thank
motions,
you.
one for the demo, one for the COA.
Yep, thank you very much. This is Wendy Shuck, and I move to approve the demolition application for Nicholas and Courtney Johnson, 3915 Main Street, Barnstable, map 335, parcel 051, built 1950, as submitted.
Second, Leslie Wallace.
All right, and a roll call vote for that. Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Ryan Cohen,
Aye.
Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
and Beth McCarthy, aye. So, I guess we have the demo approved, and now we need a motion to approve the new structure.
Okay, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to approve the certificate of appropriateness application for Nicholas and Courtney Johnson, 3915 Main Street, Barnstable, map 335, parcel 051, built 1950, with modifications to add two windows to the west side and a brick veneer on the chimney, otherwise as submitted.
Ryan Caholen, I'll second.
Thank you, Brian. Roll call vote, Wendy,
Aye.
Ryan Cohen,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
and Beth McCarthy, aye. So your project has been approved with those two slight modifications. Okay, good luck.
thank you, committee.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, very good. All right, our next application is for Kathleen and Matthew Oculonis, 27 Gemini Drive, West Barnstable, map 131, parcel 035, built in 1972 to construct a new single-story first floor family room and master suite addition. So we need to open a public hearing for this application.
Sure, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to open the public hearing.
Second, Leslie Wallace.
And a roll call vote. Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
Brian Caholen,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy, aye. All right, so is the applicant ready to make their presentation?
Yeah, I'm Michael Fisk, Fisk Construction. I'm the general contractor on the project. So what we're looking to do is add a first floor master and a first floor family room to the existing house. As you can see from the site plan, to the left side of the home. If you scroll down, you can see the elevations and the existing property. It's a Cape style. We're looking to pretty much stick with all the same styles as what's there. Same windows, same doors. It's pretty straightforward. Want to not change too much from the character of the original home. All the same trims, same siding, same roofing. That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Do we see committee comments regarding this application for the addition? Let's see, Wendy?
Yeah, I think the addition looks very nice. I think it blends in well with the rest of the house. Just a question on the dormer. So the windows on that dormer will be a little bit different from the other windows on the house?
Yeah, we thought just to add some little bit of character to that side, let some light into that room. Just something, just different.
Yeah, no, I get the dormer. I have a house that needed dormers desperately. I get that.
We're open to, messing around with the changing the grid patterns to match the rest of the house if we have to.
Yeah. Right. I'll see what the other members have to say about that. But otherwise, I think it's very nice. It blends in with the neighborhood. The materials are great. It's a cute little house. But I think it's appropriate.
Okay, thanks, Wendy. Brian, what are your comments?
I like the layout. I like the design. I do enjoy the dormer, and I think it's appropriate.
Okay, thanks, Ryan. Leslie?
Yeah, I feel the same way. Everything looks fine to me. It's all in keeping, nothing stands out. I think it's gonna add to your house value and everybody else's value, so I'm all for that.
Okay, thanks. This is Bette McCarthy. I think the addition balances the house very nicely. From the right side of the house where the garage is, it balances in it. I just have a question about the windows in the dormer. It looks like you have 9 over, what is it? Yeah,
12 of
9
the
over
12 of the rest of
12.
the house. Yep.
Yeah. And what are the grills for that little dormer?
So those are 4 lights. It felt like a 12 light up there would be too busy. So we just did a 4 light instead.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're probably right about having smaller grills on that.
Yeah, like on the first floor line, we just kept with what the rest of the home was, but I felt like up there it'd be just like too busy looking.
Yeah. Well, you'd get no
Yeah.
light in the little ones if you put all those panes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you didn't want to put bigger windows in that dorm, make that dormer bigger? No?
Nah, we want to keep it subtle, not
Okay.
have it
Yeah.
overtake the
Okay.
main part of the house.
Okay, that's fair. Then I think that's probably your best option then.
Yeah.
No? Yeah, because I agree.
Yeah.
You put those.
Yeah, that was my only comment was regarding the number of girls in that window, and that it's small.
Yeah.
Yeah, would
Yeah, like we
be,
kept the proportion right where those
Yeah.
window heights are the same height as the upper sash of the low windows. So in proportion,
Yeah.
the sizing's
I
correct.
see.
The only difference is the grids.
Gotcha.
okay. All right. I think that concludes the committee comments. Do we have anybody in the waiting room wishing to discuss this addition to this home?
Chair, this is Erica Brown. I do not see anyone wishing to speak to this item at this time.
Okay, all right. So in that case, we need to close the public hearing portion of this application.
Sure, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to close the public hearing.
All right,
Lee Wallace, second.
and a roll call vote. Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Wendy Schuck,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy, aye. So we have closed the public hearing, and now we need a motion to approve the addition to this property.
Sure, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to approve the certificate of appropriateness application for Matthew and Kathleen Aculonis, 27 Gemini Drive, West Barnstable, map 131, parcel 035, built 1972, as submitted.
Right,
Ryan
and
Caholen, I'll second.
thank you. And a roll call vote. Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Wendy Schuck,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy, aye. So that application is approved as submitted. And good luck and
Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay.
you.
very good. All right. That now concludes our applications for this evening. We don't have any minor modifications nor extensions or nothing other. And I think the only thing we need to do is to approve the minutes of January 10th. Has everyone had a chance to review them and make suggestions or
They look good to me.
Yep, good.
Nothing for me.
yeah, I reviewed them. I didn't see anything at all. So we need a motion to approve the minutes.
Sure, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to approve the minutes from the January 10th, 2024 meeting as submitted.
And a second.
Ryan Caholen, I'll second.
Thank you, Ryan. And a roll call vote on that. Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Wendy Schuck,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy, aye. So we have the minutes approved. Our next meeting will be February 28th and then March 13th after that.
Okay.
And is there any other business? I don't think so. So we can have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Sure, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to adjourn today's meeting Wednesday, February 14th, 2024.
Ryan Caholen, I'll second.
Thank you. A roll call vote. Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Wendy Schuck,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy, aye. So thank you all very much. It's
Thank
very
you.
smooth
Yeah. Quick
and not
meeting.
confrontational
Valentine's
meeting.
Day.
Yeah, same to
And-
you. See you in a couple weeks.